I don't really understand who I am. Um, Obviously, I've got principles and values and that sort of stuff. I don't feel like I behave like my real self around other people. Um, I guess, and I'm not entirely sure how to explain it. Maybe it's that I spent a lot of my childhood formative years trying to get my peers and classmates to like me. Um, I never really got an opportunity to understand myself, I suppose, or know myself. By the time I got to high school, I had gotten pretty good at um, kind of matching other people's energy or matching a room's energy. I could kind of just get by in school socially. Once I got to college and I had to sort of start, I had to make a lot of my own decisions and, figure things out, and a lot of it was, what do I want to do and what do I think, and um I just kind of felt lost. I guess maybe when I think about it now, maybe I'm worried that there's just nothing underneath. Maybe I struggle with decisions because there's nothing there to make a decision. I guess maybe one of the reasons I'm talking about this stuff here is because this is what I really think about a lot. I do a lot of reflecting and thinking about, where I've been and what I've done and how it's affected me in my life. No one wants to talk about it all the time. It's kind of it's kind of bleak stuff. I don't blame anyone, but I find it more difficult to distract myself, or the amount of distraction that I need is it's pretty high. I constantly have to be listening to something, or just have some kind of noise going on to drown out my thoughts. So I always have like music or like YouTube videos in the background, whenever I'm doing anything. And it worries me because maybe that's who I am. Maybe I'm just a boring, depressing person. I don't know. Maybe I just pretend I'm not that way for other people's sake, so that they'll at least maybe tolerate me. Because no one really wants to be around a person like that. It bothers me the number of times I've had to convince myself that my friends actually like me. I still do sometimes. I've left, social gatherings or whatever with, convinced, I guess, that I was annoying, or I talk too much, or I brought the energy down somehow, and, that they were just tolerating me being there. Can't really ask this sort of stuff either, because, one, and I kind of know this from experience, even getting, a good answer, I wouldn't believe it. Like, I'd have a hard time trusting it. And, eventually you do become annoying, asking for reassurance and that sort of stuff. So you kind of just end up dealing with it by yourself. If I knew myself better, I guess I'd be more certain of other people's opinions about me, because I wouldn't think that they're just tolerating me. But yeah, that's probably one of my bigger worries, insecurities, whatever, is that there's just nothing. It's just nothing. I feel often like I'm sort of just forcing myself through life. Don't really do anything. My job is dead end. I'm just kind of waking up every day and going to sleep at night. Even the opportunities that I've been given, they were kind of just, they were all handed to me, and I just sort of went along with whatever it was. Relationships, jobs, schools. when I dropped out of college the first time, my parents were the ones that found another school for me to go to. I didn't even do that, and then I just agreed to. Wonder sometimes, like, why I'm like this, because people are not like this. At least it seems to me like people have drive, they have passion, they have a desire to, you know, reach things and try things, and I just don't seem to have that. I don't think I really ever did have that, to be honest. Um, when I think about my childhood, and I was never competitive. I was never really, I don't know. I guess I'm just how I really am. Is feels like I'm very unexpressive, um, and it's difficult when so many more people around you aren't that way. So many others are um, charismatic. They they know how to communicate, not just verbally, but you know, they know how to get people interested in what they're saying, how to make people want to talk to them, and it's not even, it doesn't even come off as a skill to me. This is just something that people seem to just be able to do. And over the years, I've gotten pretty good at, well, I don't even know if I'm pretty good, but I've gotten away with mimicking it. And it's worked sometimes, but it's not me. I know a lot about what I'm not, which is really funny. I just don't know. Just don't know what I actually am or who I am. I don't understand it. It just seems like there's some kind of shared camaraderie between people, even strangers, that everyone seems to know how to navigate. It's so easy for people to connect with each other. They can talk, laugh, joke, flirt. I just can't seem to do any of that stuff. Online, it's much, much easier. Like, not in person. I'm not sure why that is, but in person, that's not the case. I'm very subdued and timid, I think, in person. Um, Even around people I've known for years, I can probably count on one hand the number of people that I can share a space with very, very comfortably, the way that other people seem to be able to do with anyone. Sorry, this one was kind of all over the place. I know I kind of jumped around a lot. Um, just a lot of different thoughts came up while I was talking, and just figured I'd go along with it. So, um, if you watched all this depressing weirdness, thank you. Uh, Please feel free to comment if you've felt this type of way, or anything else that you want to talk about. uh I'll I'll make sure to read and try to respond. Thanks for watching, and there'll be more soon.